Paul, it feels like it's been a bit of a whirlwind for us. What's it been like for yourself since you've found out and then signed?
Good whirlwind. Yeah, it's been a thing that we've been speaking about, and I'm just glad to get it over the line, eventually get started training, enjoying playing football.
That's the next thing, isn't it? Is to meet the lads and actually get on with the job.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm just looking forward to get training. I mean, been doing bits, but nothing can replicate that, obviously, with a squad of boys and a bit of banter and that, and just enjoying training.
With what's going on out there in general in terms of footballers getting contracts, how good is it to get this done?
Yeah, like I said, delighted that I can get something sorted and something that I'm looking forward to, and obviously moving down here and being back up north as well, getting that northeast air.
I was going to say, you can hear it in the accent, this is where you're from. Did that help in making your decision?
Yeah, it's always going to be a factor. Do you know what I mean? It's always nice to get family to the game, and obviously my mates will enjoy coming down here when we can eventually get the fans back in. And so yeah, it did play a bit of a factor, of course.
What sort of things did the gaffer say that also helped you to make this decision?
I've been looking at a few of the things he spoke about on Twitter over the last couple of weeks, and I think it's just the main thing for me. Always the teams that do well is where they've got great togetherness, and the gaffer, that's something he spoke about. And when there's a squad that are together and all pulling the way in the dressing room and enjoying coming in to play football and winning games, there's not a better feeling as a footballer to be able to do that. And the teams, well, I've been in that I've done well has been purely down to togetherness and everyone pulling the weight.
He said as soon as he started talking to you that he could hear it and see it, that you wanted to be here.
Yeah, I just love football. I love playing football, do you know what I mean? And when you do it from such a young age, and especially what's gone on over the last few months, it's scary, do you know what I mean? And I've just missed it. That's one thing I've really missed. It's been such a long time, and getting back to normality and not being a full-time house dad, and I won't get in the missus' way.
What was it like, that lockdown? I might as well ask that now. What was that period like for footballers? They're normally out there doing it every day of the week, and then suddenly that happens.
Yeah, it's just, like you say, it happens so quick. I think it was a thing that got spoke about, but it's nothing really you can prepare for it, you know what I mean? And it just happened so quick after, I think my last club I was in training, it was like, right, he's on in until such and such, and it just kept getting extended. And it's hard to go away and keep fit, especially as a keeper, because it's so different. And even for players, nothing replicates being out on the field actually training. So, and there's a fly on me on. Nothing replicates being out there training.
A couple of weeks where the lads have been back together and you've missed out on that, does that make a difference, or is it just a case of settling in and slotting in?
Yeah, I think just settling in and getting in amongst it and training and just enjoying it, just playing with a smile on your face.
Steve Collis, is he somebody you've come across before?
No, I haven't. So obviously it's great to always meet new people and to work under people, and you're always learning wherever you go. Do you know what I mean? I'm 30 and I still see myself as a 21-year-old, so wherever I go, you just got to take it all in, absorb it in. It's
a great age, Paul. You said you're always learning. Do you always still feel like you've got something to prove as well?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I haven't had the best of careers, you know what I mean? I've worked my way up, and the big things for me I've always wanted to play in the Football League, and to do it at like such a club, do you know what I mean? I'm privileged, and I just can't wait to get going.
You've hit the nail on the head there. You've had to work hard doing it the hard way, starting in non-league, working through the non-league circuit, and then breaking into the Football League.
Yeah, of course, and it's like a lot of players, you know, like you do have to work hard. No one sees what goes on behind the closed doors and the hours you put in, and what, like, mentally what you do go through at times, and it's just the way it is. For some people, you don't get the rub of the green sometimes when you're a young lad, and so if you keep working hard, that's what they always say, you keep working hard, you do get the rewards at some point.
Was there ever a point when you'd given up on the Football League dream, Paul?
Nah, never. I promised that to my granddad, to be fair, that he would be able to watch us in the Football League, and he managed to.
Non-league or not, some great clubs that you've played for, the likes of Gateshead and obviously Lincoln and what they did. What was that like as a learning experience?
Yeah, great, because like you say, you're always learning, and it's hard to take it all in at your time because it's just passing you by, and it happens so quick. But it's great to being able to be part of such like good teams and success stories, and it helps you further on in your career, and can help obviously when younger boys need help, you can always help them, and that's just good for football.
Very, very long stay with the Imps. What was that like, and how much did you learn about yourself and the game?
Good, yeah, a lot of ups and downs. But like you say, to the part of the full part of the motto when I was there was just to work hard, and I got the rewards of it in the end. And it's been a great place for me where when I've lived there, and obviously made a life for myself there with my missus and a little girl. So it was a great experience for me to be able to play there.
You got to experience success with them as well, be it the FA Cup or the promotion or whatever. Do you just want more of the same?
Yeah, of course. This is what I mean. This is why you play football, for them nights. Do you know what I mean? When you're playing on Tuesday nights, and when you go to hostile places, and you know what I mean, when you get the smash and grab sometimes, and there's literally no better feeling when you jump in your car and you're travelling home and in the dressing room after. And hopefully this year that's what it's going to be.
You mentioned, you said that the career hadn't gone the way you wanted it to, but 300 plus appearances, Paul, that's not bad.
Yeah, of course. I think you always strive. You want more, don't you? And like when it's just part of your life, it's in any job in life, you always want to be at the top. You always want your hard work to be able to reward your life. Do you know what I mean? And I've said it many times before. Where I've been and what I've come through, injuries and not playing, I just wouldn't change it.
I've got to ask, what was last year like, and what to go through that experience that you went through down there?
Yeah, last year it was tough. Of course it is when you're losing games. It's really hard, and it's really hard when you're trying to turn a corner and you feel like you're just not getting that luck. And it's a hard one to say, but we worked incredibly hard there, and it never seemed to go our way for us. And I really enjoyed it there. That was a massive. After a year I had it, that was a big chance for me to try and make a name for myself in the Football League, and I would like to think that hopefully I've done that from being at Stevenage.
Goes without saying, a huge sense of relief and probably a fist bump when the decision came through and they survived, they're staying up.
Yeah, great. Do you know what I mean? That club deserves it. It's been a crazy whirlwind year, and I just think as some of the players are still there that I know, and as a club, they do deserve to stay up. And I know it's obviously, when you look at all the games and the points and sort of stuff, some people might feel it's a bit unjust, but it's just the way it's happened, and they've stayed up. So that's come from their chairman representing their club well, and whoever else has backed them to do that.
Oh, I feel like I've seen you around for years. You've surprised me by saying that you've never played here. I thought you would have.
Yeah, and I don't think I've ever played here. I've been on the bench here in my first year in the league, my first year in the league, and I just always remember behind there we were getting pelters on the roof, and but that's all part and parcel. Yeah, I've never played here, and you know what I mean. It's a great stadium. The pitch is obviously getting there, the groundsman and that, but it looks a great place to play.
Strengths and weaknesses, Paul. It's always a hard question, but what would you say that you're good at, and where do you want to really develop while you're here?
It's always a hard question, but I think I've said to you before, you are always learning throughout the game, and you're always in every no matter what you're good at, you want to get better at that still. And there's always things that you need to improve on. You never finished articles, so and that comes again from working hard, and that's what I'm willing to do to be able to come here and really make a name for myself and want to do well for the club.
Great competition with Magnus from a good club, a good pedigree, so you'll be working with each other, but there's always that fight for the number one shirt.
Yeah, of course. Competition's healthy, you know. It's good for you, and it always brings out the best in you. So I'm sure we're going to enjoy working well together to bring out the best in each other.
Paul, welcome to Carlisle United.